Today for the Bitcoin price with Carl from the Moon, we are going to talk about Ethereum because we just sat together over there and talked about a few things upcoming for Ethereum, about the happenings in the market, not only for Bitcoin, the altcoins, but especially about Ethereum. And we talked a little bit about what kind of price predictions we have until the end of the year. I mentioned mine, he mentioned his. And yeah, we want to talk about that. We want to talk about these exact price predictions we are expecting for December 2021, maybe a little bit about DeFi. So make sure you stay until the very end, because I can promise you one thing. This is content you do not want to be missing out on. But right now, I want to come to the most important question of today. Guys, smash up the like button for this amazing person, Carl from the Moon. How are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing very, very well. I mean, the crypto markets are treating us very well. I think we're having a lot of fun, everyone, watching the charts and making videos and chatting with each other. I think this is what we've been waiting for. The crypto space is just blowing up and it's amazing. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Maybe we take a quick walk here, and I'm very excited about today's video because I'm talking about, just like you, about Bitcoin so much. We fail sometimes a little bit to talk more about Ethereum, and I think we owe our followers to share our thoughts on that, because we have very specific thoughts about that. And yeah, Carl, maybe I start with my first question here before towards the end. We are coming to our price prediction. I know you are holding Ethereum. I know that I'm holding Ethereum. I know that many of our followers are holding Ethereum as well. First of all, I wanted to ask Carl, I know that you bought Ethereum actually a good amount just like 2 months ago. You are in profits right now, just as I'm with my purchase. I wanted to know, what is the reason for that? What makes you bullish on Ethereum for the remainder of the year?
Yeah, so the reason why I bought Ethereum back then was because of the fact that technically it looked like we were bottoming out. We had some technical patterns showing that it looked oversold. So that was technically, but then fundamentally, I think that we can all see that Ethereum is something that people are using. So when I go to CoinMarketCap, I see many coins that people are just not using. And I think that that's very risky. These coins can very easily dump. But when you see something like Ethereum, where you have hundreds, even thousands of projects using the Ethereum ecosystem, that creates this demand. Like fundamentally, people are actually using it. So the fundamentals are very strong in Ethereum, and I think that we can see Ethereum doing well now, and I think it's because of this simple fact. And so I just thought that it looked oversold, and I converted some Bitcoin into Ethereum, and so far so good. And I think that Ethereum right now is looking very strong against Bitcoin. So usually I don't look at the Ethereum US dollar chart. I look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, because we want to know how is Ethereum going to perform against Bitcoin, not the US dollar, because everything is pumping against the US dollar. That's just how crypto works. But and right now, in my opinion, fundamentally and technically, Ethereum is looking very, very healthy. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm converting all my Bitcoin to Ethereum at all.
Of course not.
I took a small part of my portfolio back 2 months ago, converted into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, and that's basically my play here in the medium term. So this is not a short-term trade. This is a medium term. So basically, like for the next year, this bull cycle.
Yeah. And your purpose is actually to maximize your Bitcoin in the end of the day. Deep inside our heart, we are a little bit of Bitcoin maximalists, but of course we like Ethereum. I saw one of your tweets, it was actually a very nice one, where you showed the similarities when Bitcoin was bullishly consolidating among the all-time high, and Ethereum is doing the same right now. It looks very similar on the weekly. Maybe I put in the tweet here. And what we can see, what we were able to see in Bitcoin is, after consolidating around 4 weeks, we just broke through, and we know the story. We are like higher than the all-time high now, and we had a massive run afterwards. So something similar is maybe to be expected for Ethereum. Let's wait and see for that. But one reason which made me very bullish, and I want to know your thoughts on it, is when I'm visiting DeFi polls, and DeFi polls shows us how much value is actually locked in DeFi, and in total it's now approximately 25 billion US dollars. It is already a whole lot. If you look at when we were at the last DeFi bubble last year, you can't even see it anymore. It's like so small already on a linear scale. And then going over to Ethereum, from these 25 billion, 10 billion US dollars of these 25 billion are locked in Ethereum. And the tendency is that it's getting more and more day by day. So with contracting the circulating supply of Ethereum, you take them away from the market by implementing an incentive structure of locking them up. So of course this contracts the supply, and with the rising demand, the price should increase even more. That made me very bullish. What is your thoughts on this whole DeFi narrative?
Yeah, so this is exactly what I was talking about. Like people are using Ethereum, and this whole locking up Ethereum is also just, like I said, creating this huge, explosive demand for Ethereum, because, like you said, the supply, the circulating supply or the available supply is getting less. So I think that, yeah, like I said, the fundamentals look very, very bullish, and this year, in my opinion, is going to be very interesting for Ethereum, because the trend is clearly going up in terms of locked up value, and the whole DeFi. I mean, we saw a DeFi hype back like, was it like 6 months ago or so, and then it cooled off a little bit, but it seems like right now it's coming back. So
hey, let's walk in this direction. There's a lot of music there.
Yes. So I think that even though DeFi in the end might turn into like a bubble scenario where 95% of all of the projects completely die and go to zero, I still believe that in the short term or medium term here, this bull cycle, there will be huge speculation in DeFi. There will be coins that go 50x, 100x for sure. We've seen it before, we're seeing it right now actually, and it will happen again. But I think everyone should also be very careful, because I think we both know, I mean, we've been here in the past bull cycle, both me and Chris, we know that things that go up 100x, they can easily go down 99%. So don't sit there holding this for the long term. This is, if you make a 10x or 50x or something like this, take profits, at least, I mean, at the very least, sell your initial. That's like the first rule of crypto, I think. But you can sell half and take profits and go into Bitcoin, because just like you said, we always want to end up with more Bitcoin in the end, not a bunch of altcoins, because I think most of them will go to zero in the end.
Very true, very true. And yeah, then there's another thing. We will not go into details for that, but of course there is Ethereum 2.0 coming. I just made some quick research here, and it looked like mid 2020 they are going to do the hard fork. And Ethereum 2.0, you will have even more incentive structures to lock up your Ethereum to earn some yield on the 32 Ethereum you are staking. So this is just an additional thing. Then let's come to the price prediction, because I was mentioning a specific one, and I want to know your thoughts, maybe even your price prediction on Ethereum. And what I thought is that Ethereum, if all of these promises are being held true, if the DeFi bubble continues to explode, as it is already starting to explode once again, if all of these narratives continue like expected, then I could easily see that Ethereum reaches the same price or like the same valuation towards Bitcoin as towards the end of the last bull cycle. You said Ethereum measured in Bitcoin is much more important. I agree with that. And Ethereum was actually Ethereum was valued at 0.15 Ethereum per Bitcoin. So 0.15 Ethereum towards Bitcoin. So 15% of the Bitcoin price, which was back then like $1,400 or something. The price we are at approximately at right now. So my price prediction for Bitcoin was 275,000. So just, of course, this is a little bit of a speculation, but if we reach the same valuation of Bitcoin, Ethereum towards Bitcoin again, 15%, that would bring us approximately to 41,000 US dollars. I said 10,000, but this is my most conservative one. I think my best case scenario for Ethereum would be 41,000 US dollars towards the end of the year. Sounds crazy, but I think we can talk again in the end of the year. Let's see where we are. I wanted to know what are your thoughts on it? Do you think we can reach prices like this?
Yeah, I don't think it's very far off from what I expect myself. So I think that Ethereum could reach 20% of Bitcoin's market cap. I think that's possible. Somewhere between 15-20% because of the fundamentals that we just talked about. And I've said before that I think 100,000 for Bitcoin is very easy by the end of this year. So I would assume that 20,000 for Ethereum shouldn't be a very, very hard target to reach. I think that's actually very reasonable. Now I think that Bitcoin could go much higher than 100,000. Bitcoin could go to 200, 300,000. Yeah. And if Ethereum continues the same ratio, then who knows? Maybe we can see Ethereum 40, 60,000. So let's see. But 60,000 for Ethereum by the end of this year is not necessarily my prediction, but it is within the range of possibilities.
For sure, yeah.
Where Ethereum could oscillate. I think it's possible. Of course, there will be like a huge blow off top and then a massive correction, probably like 80%, 90%. So I don't think that we will reach these levels and then consolidate there. I think that we're going to see a big blow off top, and then we're just going to see a big correction.
Yeah, it is going to be painful. The only way that it's not painful for you is take profits along the way. That was certainly very, very interesting. And guys, maybe you can, every single one of you, we are interested in your opinion. leave your personal price prediction for Ethereum towards the, let's say, New Year's Eve 2021 or end of this year. Leave your price prediction down below. That would be very interesting. And maybe we'll go down and answer some of your comments. Also, of course, you will find there in the pinned comment in the video description his channel, Carl from the Moon. Go over there, press subscribe, press the bell, press on all to not miss out on his content on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and much more stuff, macroeconomics and so on.
And make sure to take your finger and press the like button. We want to
Take this one. Take this one. That's the best one.
Yeah, good one. So how many likes?
Let's do 12,000 likes.
I think that sounds very reasonable.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. As always, guys. As always, click the MMCrypto and the Moon subscription box right there and right there. And as always, guys. As always, bye bye.